know he was here in the spring, certainly, but if you can take us into just how much further has Isaiah developed, and also if you could share a little bit in terms of background with him, the week of how all he went from being a 3-star, 1,600 something ranked guy to falling here and
Yeah.
being projected as a first-round pick.
I think it was more so just COVID was bad timing when he came out. So he kind of fell under the cracks a little bit. And then it happened to end up at Nevada. And he had a tremendous career there. I mean, obviously you could see it on film. When he got in the portal, you watch his film, it was like, this dude clearly moves like he's supposed to be on this level. So that's the same question we asked too. Like, how did he slither through the cracks? But it was more COVID more than anything. But the strides he's made from spring to now, man, like Isaiah Rowe's going to be special for us. Obviously, the internet hype is internet hype. We call it rat poison. But the way he's attacked his process every single day, he deserves all the praise he's getting because he's just putting the work in. As simple as that, man. Like the skill set that he has is already rare, but the way he's attacked learning our system, the way he's attacked learning our calls, learning the playbook, he deserves everything that's coming for him, and he's a true worker.
Right here on the right middle, Tyson.
What did you learn about Matthew Bedford last year as he's coming back from his injury, and then just the way he was able to kind of reset and attack this year as a healthy contributor for you guys?
I mean, he's one of the most consistent guys I've been around because when he faced hardship last year, it didn't faze him. I'm pretty sure it did, but he didn't show it. I mean, he became such a great leader. There was times he couldn't travel. Didn't matter. Up until the time we left, he was helping the young guys, whatever the install was that week. He was watching film. You never missed his presence and him being gone. So I think that's why it pays dividends, because what's happening now, him playing consistent ball, him starting to get back to his ways, I think it pays true dividends to how he can stay committed to that process. Even when the injury happened, he didn't phase. I know it probably hurt him a little bit for real because he wanted to play so bad, but he didn't show it. And I know all our guys in our room are appreciative of it because he's been the same person every single day. Leader, vocal, and bringing it. And I know he's having a fun camp so far.
Right here on the left, Matt.
Poncho earlier this month said he wants to follow along the lines of JPJ of 3 years and the type of success that he had. I guess, what does he have to do this third year in the system to continue to elevate himself and be one of the nation's, if not the nation's, best center?
As cliche as it sounds, just continue to be himself. He's consistent. He's sterile. He's committed to a process. He's a leader on his team. I mean, selfishly, I don't want him to go nowhere, as a selfish coach. But we tell all our guys, man, if it ends up being an opportunity for you that presents itself, you got to do what's best for you. But right now, he just is attacking August right now. Obviously, when you ask the question, he's going to answer it. But you can see that he's exactly where his feet are and be exactly where his feet is. And he's been attacking the process. So if it ends up happening as such, he's worked for it. And if it's not the situation, man, he's going to continue to work and be the same one because the leader that he is on a consistent day in and day out basis, I know the Oregon Ducks appreciate it more than anybody.
Back right.
Coming off of the first fall full scrimmage, what was your analysis of the battle in the trenches, and sort of how does that change the way that you finish fall camp? What's sort of the mindset heading into the rest?
It's never-ending evaluation, right? Trying guys in new spots, trying guys with different mixtures. After the first scrimmage, I mean, I think we did some good things, but we always got to go back to the drawing board and continue to see where we lacked so we can continue to improve. We call it going to the doctor around here. So it was good because a lot of guys, this might have been their first experience, true experience as far as young guys getting that going to the doctor and learning from our mistakes. But you learned that we got a physical group, and you learned that we have a group that's deep. So the competition is higher than it's ever been. And I think everybody's striving in that mode right now. It's bringing the best out of everybody. So you just continue to evaluate your process, who helps us win the best, and get those guys on the field.
Right here on the left, James.
When this group has just more transfers than a year ago compared to returning guys, where is that process in terms of bringing the ones together cohesively and gelling so that after week 2, you're not wearing a shirt with low numbers, you're wearing a shirt with gaudy numbers because of how proud they are as opposed to the struggles of last season?
Yeah. I think more than anything, it's the blessing that they got here early in spring. So you got more than just a fall camp to get together and get that cohesiveness. These guys have been working together now going on almost 6 months, and you could see it now. And I think, once again, that's a credit to Poncho, that's a credit to Charlie. The older guys in our room, they've embodied those guys into our culture. So you can feel that those guys are, you couldn't tell they've only been here for 6 months. They feel like they've been here for about a year, 2 years. So the conversations that happen off the field, the cohesiveness that they build off the field, you can start to see that already building right now. You really couldn't tell those guys were transfers, man. So even with those guys, it's cool to see them lean on the younger guys, help them develop their games. So we're going to have a ton of guys that are going to be able to help us, and those guys don't. Them being transfers don't blemish the culture at all. The culture is still the culture, and I'm thankful for that.
Here on the left, Matt.
Dave talked about his off season of really getting in shape and
Mhm.
changing his body and how that's going to help him now.
Mhm.
What have you seen from him, just his development and the off season that he's had to kind of put him in a position that he's in currently?
I mean, Dave fully committed to changing his body. Right, a credit to Coach Willie Love, but a credit to him for doing it. Right, he committed to that process, and I think for him, he's now committed to the whole thing, not just his body, but learning the system, learning the scheme, because he's already known it. He played some good quality ball for us, but knowing the why of everything. Right, he's being committed to getting with myself, getting with Coach Cutter, getting with Coach Wall, Coach Dow, Coach Whip, and doing a good job of learning every single detail. Right, and obviously the physical part of his game is what makes him special. But now that he's changed his body, it's a little bit more control now. So I think everybody's appreciative of that physicality, but it's coming with some more control and understanding of everything that's going on around him, not just his position.
You're on the right out.
Yeah, you brought in the transfers that I think have over 100 combined starts across their previous stops, and that's not even including Bedford, who has 30 more starts at Indiana. How has their combined experience and knowledge from all different parts of the country helped out your room so far?
I think that's the best part. I know we have a quote unquote like young room as far as together, but like you said, they got a ton of football experience. So those guys having those conversations in the cafeteria, talking about how they want to handle a 3-tech or how they see this and how they see that, and then putting it in our language, you can see our younger guys being able to benefit from that kind of information. And when it's out there and things are changing on the fly, it may not be the language they know it as initially, but they have that experience going against it. And once we implement our language, whatever the case that may be, you can see it's easy transition for these guys, man. So the amount of football they played, it wasn't just random football, it was good football. So we get to have the benefit of that, having those guys, especially around a guy like Poncho, who's played so much football as well. There's a lot of smart guys up front, man. The Ducks are going to benefit from that.
James.
Harky might be one of the more direct and blunt guys since Shane was here.
Literally, yeah.
So how does that personality fit the room? And when he's very blunt about his own self-assessment in areas where, as he said, something was trash, how has he progressed to where that's no longer the case?
Yeah, I mean, he's just black and white. He's probably harder on himself than anybody, and I appreciate that of him. But that black and white is a little bit of, I won't say that's his everyday, because in the room, there's not a guy in our room that don't love Hark. Like everybody loves Hark. But when it comes to like walking on the field, like you said, he has that bluntness of Shane, but he also has that game day mentality that I haven't seen like since Panay's been here, as far as like when it's game day, he turns the switch on. Like, because he plays with a physical mindset in practice, but when it comes game day, he turns that switch on too. So I think that harshness, that bluntness that he has is a little bit him being hard on himself. Because the player he's becoming, man, it's been great progress over the last 6 months. And I think he can feel it because he can feel the confidence. But he's going to be harder on himself than anybody, which I appreciate, because you always want to continue to be your hardest critic every single time.
You're on the left, Matt.
Zach wasn't here in the spring, and you had an opportunity now to work with him. Just how's it translated from what you saw on film and expected it to be on film here? How's that gone for him?
Zach attack. Shout out to Coach Charlie Landgraf, man, because he did a great job with Zach, man. Zach's got here, he hit the ground running. We jokingly call it the P&W boys. All our boys up here from the Pacific Northwest, man, he's done a tremendous job. Like, he's powerful, he's strong. He may not look like the biggest smoke, but he has extreme power, great athleticism, man, and he plays a physical brand of football that this place is going to be appreciative for, and obviously being a local guy means more to him than anybody. So it's been great. You would have assumed he's been here since the spring. He's been phenomenal.
You're on the left, James.
When guards are valued at such an odd way at the next level of league, if E-Man's going to put himself in that spot, let's better ask, what makes him unique at that position?
Yeah.
What is it about? Is it just sheer length and size that just lends itself? Is it footwork because he's operating in a small space for a man his size? What is it that puts him in that class at the guard spot?
It's a little bit of everything, because like he has legit unique strength. Like, he is a powerful human. He has unique length to be an interior guy, so he gets to play long on guys. He has great foot speed, and he has great foot quickness. So I mean that in the sense of he's unique in himself as a guard, because he has traits that most guards may have, like one of the two or two of the three, not all of the three. He presents, literally when you see him, you can see that he's a strong human, but he plays with the same physical strengths as it looks. He has really good feet and mirrors, the best of the best, but he has length and pass pro that's like, he's never really stressed the majority of the time as long as he trusts his length. So I think right now he's put himself at an optimal position. When people continue to see him, they'll see like, okay, this is a unique guard. Most guards usually are limited in length, or they're just extremely strong. So for him to have that length and to have that strength, you know, the willpower and the sheer power to be a very good player for us is going to be there.